안녕하세요, 솔리입니다. 아유, 방송 굉장히 오랜만에 키네요. 네, 제가 전에도 말씀드렸다시피 그 6월부터는 이렇게 제 개인적인 사정에 의해서 조금 방송을 아주 못 킬 수 있습니다. 아, 이거지. 그래서 아마 주말에 이렇게 한 번씩 키는 게 다일 것 같은데, 그래서 오늘도 이렇게 주말에 키게 되었네요. 문제는 제가 방금 최근까지 하고 있던 게임이 이 롤플레잉 계열의 게임인데, 이 롤플레잉 계열은 게임을 좀 놓고 있으면 이 스토리를 까먹는 말이죠. 그래서 저도 지금 이 스토리가 기억이 잘 안 납니다. 일주일밖에 안 지났는데 스토리가 기억이 잘 안 나요. 오늘 좀 더 일찍 킬 수도 있었는데 스토리 파악하고 또 기타 작업을 좀 한다고 방송 기대 약간 늦어지게 되었습니다. 일단 한번 진행해 보도록 합시다. 지난번에 여러분들 보시면서 이거 헬멧 좀 없앴으면 좋겠다고 말씀을 주셨는데요. 그래서 제가 헬멧 관련 그 안 보이게 하는 모드를 설치를 했거든요. 설치를 했는데 이게 안 보입니다. 왜 없지? 커진님 안녕하세요. 오랜만에 뵙네요. 헬멧 관련 모드 끄는 걸 내가 찾았는데.
Oh, that's the creature they locked up in the cage, isn't it?
그렇긴 하지.
The one that killed those families. They locked up in the cage.
다들 말이 많네.
We were lucky. We had the coin to pay the toll to those bandits. Many didn't.
Have any luck finding herbs in the woods?
약초?
I could have mentioned to wipe your ass after you squat, too. Figured you'd piece that together on your own, though. This will help many people. You're a good sort, you know.
돈을 좀 주지. 자, 뭔지 모르겠지만 퀘스트를 완료했다고 하고, 근데 그건 내가 6일 만이네요. 암원백작 맹수의 본질 표식을 채우고 물자를 보충해라. 여기서 할 거 다 했나?
Oh, Loghain's men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about a fellow by this very description? And everyone said they hadn't seen him.
It seems we were lied to.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
이거 반역자였어? 이걸 왜 반역자라고
Clan
생각하지?
Loghain claims the Grey Wardens betrayed the king. Or haven't you heard?
Enough talk. Take the warden into custody. Kill this sister and anyone else that gets in your way.
Right, let's make this quick.
잠깐만. 전투? 일단 방패 방어 키고 반 도발. 얘는 방패 연타를 지휘관한테 위협. 지휘관 타고.
All right, you've won. We surrender.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
오케이,
I
베이지.
was there. The turn pulled us out of a trap.
공작은 공에 죽던 내왜 좋다.
Led the king to his death. The turn could do nothing.
그걸 그렇게 해. 이거 어떡하지? 넌 정말 장님이군.
Please wait.
They have surrendered. They were no match for you. Let them be.
아, 그럴까요? 여기서 우리 죽이려 했다고를 선택하면 우리 죽이려 했는데?
But they failed. And I do not wish death on anyone.
아, 2번, 3번은 그래도 죽이는 거네.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
용서해 줍시다. 또
I
관용에
apologize for
쏠리니까.
interfering, But I couldn't just sit by and not help.
누구세요?
Let me introduce myself. I am Liliana,
평수녀.
one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Oh, I was.
수녀 어쩌라는 거 보니까 지금 수녀가 아니신가 봐요, 이건. 일단 반갑습니다.
Those men said you're a Grey Warden. You will be battling the Darkspawn, yes? That is what Grey Wardens do. I know after what
그렇던데.
happened, you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along.
어떤 도움을 줄 수
The Maker
있습니까?
told me to join you. Surely, he would not do so without good reason.
창조주?
I know that sounds absolutely insane,
꿈을
but it's
꿨다.
true. I had a dream,
계시를
a
받았다.
vision.
자다르크?
I thought we were all full up.
Look at the people here. They are lost in their despair, and this darkness, this chaos, will spread. The Maker doesn't want this. What you do, what you are meant to do, is the Maker's work. Let me help.
그래요? 아, 기록도 더
I
많은데?
can fight.
아, 싸울 수 있고.
I can do more than fight. As I said, I was not always a lay sister.
그냥 평수녀가
I put
아니라고.
aside that life when I came here. But now, if it is the Maker's will, I will take it up again. Gladly.
이전의 삶을 지워버렸는데
Please let me
창조주
help you.
드시면 그 삶을 찾을 거다. 좋아요.
Perhaps your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Thank you. I appreciate being
이분이
given
별로 안
this
좋아한데.
chance. I will not let you down.
그러면은 일단 저랑 이건 누구냐? 얘가 겹치거든요. 알리스랑 저랑 겹치니까 스탠을 쌍수로 놓고 릴리아나를 넣자. 이렇게. 걔는 뭐 별 필요 없을 것 같고. 그러면 일단 챙길 건 챙깁시다. 챙길 건 챙기고 이제 그러면은 또 새롭게 들어온 릴리안한테 뭔가 또 장비를 줘야겠네요. 의복, 가죽 갑옷 이거 괜찮겠지? 얘는 직업이 뭐야? 음료신, 도적 기반의 음료신이네. 그럼 얘 버퍼구나. 그럼 릴리아나는 궁수로 하고 행동 성향을 원거리로 둡시다. 그리고 스탠은 싸움꾼이래. 얘도 방어적. 방어 전문가. 자, 이렇게 두고 여기서 한번 얘기를 해볼까요?
You're gonna make more trouble? We've about all we can stand in Lothering now.
겨우 버티고 있다. 소동 미안.
They had it coming, and they were trouble enough themselves. So long as you don't start
아,
more,
그래?
I won't get excited.
다행이네요.
Right then, name's Denal. Sorry I can't chat much. As you see, we've a full house.
계실이 없나?
Look around. People are sleeping on the floors and in the attic. That's how many rooms I don't have.
아하. 내가 싸운
When Tian
자들은
Logain marched by, he left those fellas behind to look for Grey Wardens. I suppose that's you.
입을 다무는 게 좋지
I
않을까?
have no qualm with you, whatever the Tian says. My grandfather served. Your secret's safe
아,
with me.
그건 고마워.
What can I get you then?
내가 필요한 건 뭐
I
소문.
hear that Tian Logain, the regent, is calling for new levies of troops. He wants to rebuild the army we lost at Astergard.
군대를 다시
Thing
징집할
is,
거라고.
there's not a lot of spare men to be found. Out of Dragon's Peak, there's press gangs roaming around, grabbing any free man they can lay their hands on.
그렇구나.
Anything else I can get you?
다음 소문은
Some folks aren't happy about Tian Logain being named regent. There are rumors
무언가
it's
했다.
something to
무언가
do
했죠.
with the king's death.
걔들은 죽었어
Isn't
우리가.
that the most ridiculous thing you ever heard? The Darkspawn killed him, sure enough. If Tian Logain couldn't save the king from that inn, then nobody could.
구강우리 회색
Anything else I
감체가
can get you?
도와줬거든. 다른 건
I hear the Dwarven king is passed on.
드워프 구강도
Old as he
서고
was, he
있고.
was probably poisoned.
야 근데 이거
or
정보가 많이
assassinated.
나오네요.
That's how the dwarves normally go out, isn't it? Anything else I can get you? There's knights from Redcliffe spread all over
레드클리프
Ferelden.
기사들이 있었는데 보이지 않았다.
I hear that they're starting to become rare to find. Maybe they all went back to Redcliffe. More likely they got tired of searching for something that can't be found and abandoned their search. I wonder what Earl Eamon is going to do without any knights. Anything else I can get you? I hear news from Dinnerham that Tian Logain has been declared that... Anything else I can get you? Thank the Maker we didn't lose Tian Logain.
로기엔 공작을 잃지
He
않았다.
pulled his troops out just in time.
딱 맞는 시기에 자신의 군대를 뺐다라는 게 뭔가
We'd be lost.
의심을 해야 되지 않나 보통.
I hear tell they held a funeral in Dinnerham for King Keelan. The Grand Cleric called for a full day of mourning, and there was a procession a mile long passing by the brazier. It's too bad they don't have a body to properly burn. What happened to him at the hands of those creatures? It's unthinkable. Anything else I can get you? With King Keelan dead, the throne falls to Queen
왕자는
Anora.
안 와요.
Made her father the
예.
regent, however, at least for now. I think Keelan's father, old King Merrick, would have approved. Anything else I can get you? I heard from some travellers that something bad might have happened in Redcliffe, overrun by Darkspawn.
레드클리프에
No word from
뭔가
the
일이
village
있고.
talk. A merchant friend of mine said he encountered someone fleeing the place and there was nothing waiting for him.
랄케님 안녕하세요.
Wisely turned around and came right
방송에서
back.
오랜만에
Anything
뵙습니다.
else I can get you? Something's going on at the Major's Tower. At
마법사의 탑에서 뭔 일이 있다.
Nobody knows exactly what though. And the
아,
Templars
네,
aren't
네,
saying
그러십시오.
exactly what we need, isn't
그래도
it?
이제
Let's hope
닭을
the
연상하고
Majors
가시지
are
않네.
cooking up something to deal with the Darkspawn. Somebody should be, after all. Anything else I can get you? I hear from folks traveling.
브레실리아 숲인 늑대인가?
Werewolves in the Brazilian forest. Actual werewolves. They haven't been around since the days of Dane.
늑대 인간이 그 새롭게 나타났단 말이지.
Anything else I can get you? Some hunters who range into the Brazilian forest.
데일
say that
셀프 고증이
village
질병이
clan
무너지고
there
있고.
has fallen to some kind of. Anything else I can get you? I heard a strange rumor the other day.
캐런 거기 만약에 진짜 삼겹살 우와
Really Mary
와,
Sons,
랄키님.
see? That
오,
it's
되게
real sons
푸석한데?
in the boughs of Denham's palace, and has been
저분도 은근히
since
고기 많이 드셔.
I suppose they
삼겹살에
keep all
닭
day
8kg에
Maybe
조그만
it's
돈가스.
or a mage. Marik's real son, a mage. Can
궁정 사람들
anything else I can get? It's not just Darkspawn in the Horde, you know that?
전전된
There
사람들.
are people,
아
folks who are. I heard tell of a man meeting
아,
his own
진짜.
brother on the field. Yet when he called out to him,
삼겹살
his brother didn't even
250g
recognize him,
1,400원짜리.
just attacked. Anything else I can get you? I don't know what to tell you. Nothing I can think of at the moment.
드디어 끝났네요. 오케이.
I thought
the soldiers would
Isn't that
hold
the murderer they
Lotharing,
locked in the
but they've
cage?
abandoned us
He's under
again.
control, I hope. The creature they locked up for killing an entire farmhouse.
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell.
장비도 팔고 있고. 처리했어요. 이건 뭐지?
You did? Well, I don't know what to say to that. Thanks.
가진 것을 보여달라. 그러니까 그냥 이런 건 오네. 빈병 좀 있어야 하지 않나? 아까 전에 보고 뭐 빈병 한 6개 정도 있어야 되는 것 같은데.
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell.
일거리를 하고
The
있나?
chanter's bored by the chantry. There's good jobs there. Oh, no, don't suppose you know anything about
녹태죠?
poison.
독재죠.
Yes, that's right, poison. I've got
그거
some
왜?
traps around the place. I've heard that poison hurts them beasties just as good as anybody else.
피라미드 이거네.
Well, then those bleeding sad salts should stay off my land, eh? Besides,
아,
these days, any folk out at night is more than
불판에서 고개 반쯤 튀겼다고?
Can you make poison or not?
그게 좀 무모한 것
That's
같다.
what Elder Miriam said. But it's my coin and my land. I just want to rest a little easier at night.
그건 할 줄
Figured
아는데.
if I kept asking, I'd find someone. I'd pay good coin for some simple poison. Something to slow them beasties down or make them think twice.
재현
Well,
어디인데?
there's herbs in the North Wood. As for other stuff, look around town. Some refugees just
아마
have
있는
things
것도
behind to
있고.
travel faster. I don't really know what you need, though. I might have some in stock, too.
아스. 그럼 일단 독도 가져와야 되고요.
I'm trying to listen to the bard's song. Can we speak while
I'm trying to listen to the birds.
음료식 노래 듣고 있고. 이건 뭐야?
As I live and breathe, you're the Grey Warden everyone's been talking about.
내가
I
할 만한
represent the
일거리가?
Blackstone Irregulars. We're a mercenary company that fell on hard times after the war with Orlais.
음료식 스카이림이요? 그거 간저 스카이림
With your help, the Irregulars could be of use to
제대로 되고 있진 않았구나. 내가 왜 도와줘야
The
돼?
Blackstone Irregulars fought alongside the King's army against Orlais. We've helped nobles defend their land and given our service to people in need for
아 노래요?
generations.
계속 반복되고
Our
있지
current
지금.
captain, Raelnor, is an honorable
되게 짧은 노래가
man who sees that the
계속
people
반복되고
do good in
있습니다.
Ferelden once more. He is so confident in our mission that he trusted the Grey Wardens would support us.
아이고 죄송합니다.
Our leaders thought you might be willing to help. Each of our posts in Ferelden will
당신에게
contain
부탁할
letters
이적인
addressed to
편지가
you.
도착해 있다.
Unlike most who work with us, you're getting letters straight from Raelnor and Tauram, our leaders. I hope this tells you how highly the Irregulars regard the Grey Wardens.
오케이.
Thank you. When you've completed a mission, just return to me or any of our members stationed at an Irregulars post. We'll make sure your efforts are rewarded.
자 이렇게 해서
Maker's blessings light your
보상도
path.
받았네요. 이게 다 이제 사이드 퀘스트 같은 거겠죠? 용궁단 진집. 필요한 시기에 용궁단에 도움을 주겠다고 서약한 사람이 있는데 목록에 쓰이는 사람들에게 서신을 배달하고 보상을 받아라. 거절하는 사람이 있다면 그들의 서약을 지키도록 만들라. 레드클리프에 있는 더널 게리슨이 있고 로드링에 있는 페더 그리치, 데너임에 있는 바렐 바운 보고요. 타령병 물자를 그냥 타령한 게 아니라 물자를 갖고 타령했는데 케일런의 도스의 사마엘, 데너림의 레이슨, 서딘 선사명의 토나스. 알겠습니다. 잠시만, 근데 여기가 지금 여기 위치가 여기가 로더링인가 그게 아닌가? 음유신.
Please, I must continue playing, else I
I
earn
just
no
pay
coin
what the
tonight.
innkeep asks. We need his coin to travel
Few
north.
knights have come through here searching for some holy artifact. Not one of them stopped to help.
Oh, that's the creature they locked up in the cage.
뒤에서만 크리처가 이 친구입니다. 스탠.
Killed those families.
갑시다. 나가는 길이 아니구나.
Who are you? Can you protect us?
아니.
If you want something, speak to Danal. I don't deal with customers.
그렇구나.
Allow me.
괜찮아. 이제 우리 또 새로운 여성 도적 겸 운유신을 획득했더니 얘가 이제 열 수 있네. 릴리아나. 그러면 스탠이 대망치는 거 들 수 있지 않나? 이게 낫네요. 제가 지금 차고 있는 게 더 낫네요. 나갑시다.
Got a cousin in the Templars who says the mages in the tower out on Lake.
이게 내가 알기로는 포근도 저장이 되는 걸로 알고 있는데. 여기가 로드링인데 아까 전에 제가 본 퀘스트 중에 로드링의 페터 그리치 페터라는 친구는 여기 있다는 거죠. 어디 있을까?
Why are you here?
What do you mean?
Women are priests.
얘가
We found someone sleeping in our fields, in the hay.
농장에서 자고 있는.
I have no idea how to answer this.
It is not done. There is no more to it.
Do you mean your people have no female mages or warriors?
Of course not. Why would our women wish to be men?
What are you talking about? They don't wish to be men.
They shouldn't. That can only lead
둘이 재밌는 얘기를 하고 있었는데 제가 놓쳤습니다.
No, never mind. Let's drop this.
얼차려가 아니라 간만에 애들이 또 간만에 움직이니까 한번 잘 움직이나 테스트를 해봤죠. 오케이. 피난민, 템플러, 피난민. 여기 있나? 피난민.
All right.
당궁. 뭔가 아이템은 내가 많이 흘리고 왔는데 너 어디지? 괴짝도 있고 강도도 있고. 저 강도 이제 잡아야 하지 않을까? 잡으면 안 되나? 잠시만, 이거 강도 오토마틱 했었는데. 도관을 썼는데.
Alright, we surrender. We're just trying to get by.
야, 니 때문에 우리 하나 죽었거든. 내가 더 잘하겠다.
Right. I guess so. I'm sorry.
음식은 다 되나?
Yes, of course. The coins we collected are right here. Just over 100 silvers. The rest is in the chests we brought. I swear.
좋았어. 그 다음에 내 집은 드라곤.
What could I tell you? We aren't even from these parts.
로딩 상황이 어떠냐?
It's packed full. The band took his men north with Tear and Loghain. so there's no one looking out for it except a few Templars at the Chantry. Well, I was just trying to feed my family, you know?
그 생존한 사람들은 알고
Maybe.
있나?
A group of wounded ash warriors came by earlier. Got right out of their way.
죽였다고.
Well, watching for folks fleeing from the south. Chasing from the wilds and farmholders, mostly. There aren't soldiers here anymore, so we help ourselves. We try not to hurt anyone.
야, 다른 사람은 그렇게 죽이면서 자기가 살기 바라면
Well, then let me go.
문제가 있겠죠. 관청이 넘길 거다.
There aren't any. Just the Templars, and they'll execute me.
그러면 내가 죽여주마.
I'm not going down without a fight.
All right.
얘 너무.
Could someone stop the bleeding?
잠시만, 이거 릴리아나를 궁수했는데 왜 얘는 살려다는데 죽이다니. 아, 미란다 원칙 여기는 그게 적용되지 않습니다, 여러분. 일단 당공을 갖게 하자. 당공을 갖게 하고 얘가 화염하다 쓴 게 낫겠지. 그리고 제 문제는 저 친구는 이제 지금 여러 명 죽였죠. 그 죽은 사람들 한을 풀어주고자 어쩔 수 없었다, 그렇게 설명할 수 있겠네요. 공작서 다 챙겨. 이렇게들 피가 곧 없어질 겁니다. 지금 좀 피가 많이 튀어있는데 전투 때문에 튄 거지, 저 친구들이 뭐 좋아서 피를 묻힌 건 아닐 겁니다. 그나저나 어딨어? 독이 있는 제한. 나 돈 만들어 달래지. 우리 중에 돈 만들 수 있는 애가 얘구나. 맹독이 필요한데 지금 맹독이 없죠? 근데 어딨지? 여기에 패더가 있다는데. 이거는 릴리아나가 열고 잘 여네. 미니게임 뭔가 캐릭터 조합이 다양한 걸로 알고 있는데 일단 상자는 다 텁시다. 분명히 이 중에
I could do that for you.
오케이, 릴리아나가 열고 고야 도적이 있으니까 이렇게 편하네.
Got it.
오케이. 죽은 풀뿌리도 있고 엘프 풀뿌리도 있고.
I'll get on it.
오, 잠깐만. 대충 봐도 적 같다. 아니야, 내가 풀링을 하자. 그래도 풀링은 내가 하는 게 좋겠죠. 오, 걔가 뛰었네. 왔어. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 4명인데 야, 이거 좋네요. 왜 안 사? 쟤도 하들. 릴리아 나도 사. 가자. 이야, 역시 대빵. 탓을 보자. 뭘 보이지? 덧. 야, 이거 보자. 이거 파괴하고, 그 다음에 릴리아다 뭔지 모르겠지만 방어구 관톤, 이건 내가 끼는 게 나을 것 같은데. 생명의 역시 생속도. 얘는 아무것도 없네. 이렇게 끼고, 자, 다시 봅시다. 그러면은 얘가 뭔가 좀 낄 수 있을 거 아니야. 일단 헬멧 끼고요. 하트 장화. 오케이. 근데 피로도가 높은데. 방패인가? 방패네. 나는 방패가 뭐지? 힘 22. 힘을 더 키워야 낄 수 있네요. 자, 그러면은 여기 뭔가 있지 않을까?
Now, better than later.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
이런 건 나중에 다 모아서 팔면 되겠죠.
Got it.
그리고 여기에 지금 퀘스트가 강도 없앴고 독대죠. 자두랑 쓰레기 더미가 같이 있네요. 얘들은
We done heard what was said. you're a warden.
뭐야?
I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me. I don't care.
뭔 소리야?
But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies.
아니,
Attack!
진짜로? 일반 병사들 같은데? 일단 3번 키우고 2번으로 얘 때리고 이거는 좀 뒤에 와야 하지 않나? 잠깐만, 좀 이건 지금 공격을 많이 받고 있는 것 같은데? 아, 이게 키는 거구나. 이건 거. 한번 키고. 생命회복제. 분명히 5명인 줄 알았는데. 싸우다 보니 엄청 많아졌네요. 저 안에 못 가나? 이 안에 아니네. 쓰레기 더미가 이 안에 있는 게 아니군요. 이제 거의 다 모은 것 같다. 마을에 있는 건. 마을에 있는 거 다 모았으니까 이걸로 이제 뭐라도 좀 만들어 봅시다. 독이 있는 제한, 맹독이 든 병 3개가 필요한데 맹독을 우리 릴리아나가 만들 수 있습니다. 독소 추출물이 없어요. 저 독소 추출물
More soldiers make it out of Ostagar. So much tragedy.
어디서 얻을 수 있다고 말씀을 하던데.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
패스킹신 상골도 받았고요. 고음을 공격할 시간. 소년 NS 무차미 중에 곰물의 북쪽 숲에서 찾아왔는데 곰물이네요. 1골드. 피난민들을 위해 헛간과 농장을 제공해준 마을 주민께 감사를 드리고 우리 마을 어머니 살하 여사를 잃은 외로운 소년이 한 명 있다. 붉은 머리카락을 가진 중년 여성의 초록색 망토를 걸치고 있고 유해나 유품을 가져다 달라. 50실버. 알겠습니다. 돈은 별로 안 내는 것 같지만 이런 거도 일단 맡아서 꾸준히 키워야겠죠. 팔 거야. 구매가 목적이 아니라 파는 게 목적이다. 이거를 팔고 이건 나중에라도 제가 쓰면 되고 그리고요 양손무기 주 주무기 이게 더 좋긴 한데 공속이랑 공격력 1 있으니까 저게 있는 게 좋은 것 같다. 팔고 어둠의 피조물 지팡이 이거는 뭐 이거하고 비교해 봐야 되지 않나? 뭐 이건 게 낫네. 그리고 대망치 이런 거는 스탠 게 낫고요. 대검도 저 녹색이 있으니까 저게 좀 더 낫겠다. 이거 팔자. 이제 방어구 가죽 투구 팔고 이거는 릴리아나하고 비교해보자. 릴리아나가 지금 장비가 없나요? 릴리아나 장비가 없네? 가죽 장갑 끼고 아 비늘갑 이런 거는 낄 수는 있는데 피로도 때문에 끼면 안 되겠다.
Don't suppose you're looking. All right. Just
그냥 팔 거야.
buy everything up.
가죽 장갑 팔고 가죽 갑옷 팔고 비늘 갑옷 팔고 아바드소는 나중에 제가 이거 올리면 씁시다. 그럼 이제 딱히 문제 없죠? 좋습니다. 문제는 없네요. 근데 이만큼 뭐지? 맹수 목을 내가 알기로는 독 만들 수 있는 친구가 얘밖에 없네. 독소 추출물 저게 지금 없단 말이에요. 아 이거 얼마든지 파티원을 즉석에서 바꿀 수 있구나 이게. 뭐야? 전술계획 지도. 잠깐만. 스인지 중갑옷을 입었었습니까? 잠깐만. 야야. 어디가니? 갑자기 가무도에서. 야 무용 페이지만. 일단 이 원거리 공격하는 거 먼저. 전사니까 역시 도와도 들어줘야겠죠. 불쌍하대요 지금. 얘들이 사람을 지금 잡고 있는데 이 자식이 공격 안 해. 스탠 설정이 어떻게 되지? 얘는 기본값 쓰자.
Now's better than later.
발전이 아니라 우리 릴리아나가 지금 우리 팀 부적 전담입니다. 문따기 전담이에요. 예상 이 늑대들 시체들 늑대한테 당한 시체죠 이거. 그리고 공이 더 있나 보네. 잠시만, 얘는 뭐야? 위협. 위협은 꺼. 위협은 끄고. 자, 100개 먹는 게 아니라 증거물로 가져간 거죠. 시체가 죽었다. 늑대한테 죽었다는 증거물로 우리가 가져갔죠. 간다. 됐어. 어디 딜러가 한 명 있어야겠는데. 근데 대단하지 않습니까? 곰도 이기는 우리입니다. 이 정도는 돼야 이제 용사라고 불릴 수 있겠죠. 그러면은 일단 저건 다 한 것 같고, 자 여러분, 이 세계의 인간은 곰보다 강합니다. 여러분, 제가 괜히 회색감 시작 아니에요. 초반에 제가 화를 모였지 않습니까? 그 화에 그 마취 성분이 있습니다.
full of hardship that the Maker smiles upon its travelers. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath.
아, 생각 더 내라.
All was silent in prayer and thanks.
아이템을 얻었습니다. 물약 좋구나. 다음으로 할게, 여기 용병단 모집. 로드링의 패터 그리치. 패터 그리치라는 친구는 여기 있다는 건데.
It's good to see you again, Sister Leliana.
Thank you, Sir Merrin.
대도 있는 노드들.
Were? Did you drive them off? Well, Sir Bryant will appreciate that.
네? 돈을 좀 주나?
Make her watch over you.
저만은 여기 가면 돈을 좀 줄 것 같은데. 브라이튼.
The Canary, out of its cage.
그게 중요한 게 아니야.
Indeed. I would question this, but I have far more pressing matters to deal with. Misstep, creature, and it will be your last.
A Canary does not misstep.
It figures that you would be behind this.
아니거든.
If the matter is important, certainly.
책임자야?
The revered mother leads this flock. I merely command her Templars. Normally, our role is to protect the Chantry and seek out unsanctioned magic. If the matter is important, certainly.
할 말이 없네.
Travel safely, and may the Maker watch over you.
내가 도적을 잡았는데 보상 같은 거 없나? 자, 상자 받고요. 이건 또 릴리아나가 다 딸 수 있죠.
Yes, of course.
뭐지? 뭔가 선물 릴리아나. 아, 호감도 릴리아나가 저장 호감도가 0인데 이거를
That's a wonderful thought. I don't know what to say.
아, 이런 식으로 호감도가 여기서 겪는 게 적용 방금 들어왔습니다.
I must feed the holy brazier to ensure the flame never dies. It represents the flames that burned Andraste herself. Do you know the tale? The prophet was burned in the ancient city of Minrathous. Instead, we are all sinners. The fire symbolized... Of course. The dwarves have offered us coal and special rocks. Even the flame means little without the act of remembering and atoning for our sins.
정말 쉬워 보이네요.
It should take as much concentration to cleanse the soul as to cleanse the... The revered mother is in the other room, but I wish you...
오케이.
Mother says we have to run before the badness.
Searching for some holy artifact.
That's the... Why don't we tell they locked up in the cage, isn't it? The one that killed those families.
Came here to get away.
얘다. 패터. 자, 징집.
Yes. What can I do for you?
너
Knew this time would come.
이때 해야지.
I should have
영장
listened to my
왔어요.
sister. Sure, sign the paper, she said. You'll enjoy some coin now, but they'll be back. I guess I'll see you on the front lines.
자, 이래서 영장이 가볍게 서명하면 안 됩니다. 뭐 자인은 아니지만 에어리어 88에 그 누구지 신도 그렇게 끌려갔죠. 뭐 걔는 자해가 아니었지만.
You dare to bring that canary here? Get him out! Out!
I sense I am unwanted.
뭐가 문제예요?
This is intolerable. Leave at once.
의원님이 저를 별로 안 좋아하네요. 여친... 제가 알기로는 여친이 아니고 그 친한 친구가 있는데 술을 먹은 상태에서 그러니까 그 신이 술을 먹은 상태에서 어디에 뭐 그냥 사인하라고 시켰는데 여기에 사인 좀 해달라고 했었는데 그 사인이 에어리어 88의 입대 지원서였습니다. 제가 알기로는 그렇게 알고 있어요. 그리고 거기서 이제 반드시 나가야겠다는 동기가 여친이죠. 그럼 이것도 있고 로드닝에 있는 걸... 아 이거 아직 안 했구나. 독. 얘가 혹시 독을 파나?
Don't suppose you're looking to buy something.
야 너 뭐...
All right. Just don't buy everything up.
독 추출물 갖고 있냐? 갖고 있네. 이걸 한 3개 정도가 필요한데 독소 추출물 샀고요. 이거를 우리가 릴리아나가 독으로 이렇게 만들면
They say your mother is Flemeth, a witch of the Kukari Wilds. They also say that washing your feet in winter makes you catch cold in the head, but we all know that is not true. But sometimes they are right, and they are right in this.
You know the stories about...
Of course. You think my mother would let me go without telling me all the stories of her youth?
My mother told me stories too. She was the one who kindled my love of the old tales and legends.
My mother's stories curdled my blood and haunted my dreams. No little girl wants to hear about the wilder men her mother took to her bed, using them till they were spent, then killing them. No little girl wants to be told what is also expected of her once she comes of age.
I see.
No, you don't. You really don't.
So can you surrender to a Darkspawn? Do they take prisoners?
I hear they eat you.
I heard they just got slaves, take you underground and make you work.
You ever hear of any ex-slave? They just get sick and die, I bet.
You may be right. No surrender then.
어둠의 피조물은 포도가 없고 다 잡아먹나던데. 아까 얘였죠.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
요청한 것을 가져왔습니다.
Splendid! If those beasties come on my land, I hope it teaches them a lesson. Here, enough gold to cover any of your expenses and then some, hey?
진짜 돈 좀 많이 줘야 될 건데. 70, 많이 주네요. 자, 그럼 독도 지금 다 해결을 했고. 잠시만 있어봐. 이거 인벤토리 여유가 좀 있네. 그러면 이제 여기서 할 수 있는 퀘는 다 한 거거든요. 로드링에서 다 했으니까 이제 우리 원래의 목적 어둠의 피조물을 물리치기 위해서 회색의 감시자가 나섰는데, 회색의 감시자 맹약에 그런 게 있습니다. 위험이 처했을 때, 전 대장이 벌어졌을 때 엘프, 드워프, 인간들은 또 마법사들은 반드시 병력을 제공해야 된다라는 그런 서한이 있어요. 그 서한을 가지고 각 대륙을 돌면서, 대륙까지는 아니고 이 대륙 안에 마을이라 해야 되나, 거기를 돌면서 찾아가서 이제 병력을 내놔. 병력을 내놓은 다음에 이제 그 병력 가지고 우리가 어둠의 피조물에 대해서 전투를 해야겠죠. 그걸 위한 여정입니다. 그리고 아마 제가 지난번에 할 때 여기서 죽었던 걸로 기억하는데, 여기 애들이 빼던데. 일단 한번 가보자. 얘한테 진짜. 이건 할만하네요. 나 지난번에 왜 죽었지? 일봉된 편지. 뭐야 이거? 노프네? 아우서 버더잉이 늘 광는 건 아니었어?
Then I suppose we're doubly fortunate, aren't we? The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
우리는 뭐 사정은 좀 복잡하지만
Complicated? Somehow I imagine that only
같이 간다면 하면 뭐 여행은 많을수록 즐거우니까.
There may be more excitement on your path than is good for my boy and me.
안 가네?
I'm here to bid you farewell and good fortune.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
가져갈 것 좀 얘기하던가. 왜 하는 말 파이카? 알피카? 얘 누굴까? 이 퀘스트 관련 메시지인데, 감히 범접할 수 없는 회색 감시자에게 저도 굉장히 또 높게 쳐주네요. 얘는 우리를 이제 본보기로 삼아서 활동을 하고 있고, 돈이 뭔가 보상을 해줄 거다. 도와줘서 감사하고. 검은 바위 영명단의 증명서신. 당신 또는 단 누군가가 징집시키면서 당신의 이름을 서명했기 때문에 뭐야, 나 검은바위 연구단이랑 같이 하는 거야? 퀘스트 들어주는 게 같이 한다는 뭐 그런 뭐야 되지? 서약 같은 건가 봐요. 선물 알리스터. 알리스터한테 선물을 줘야 할 의무가 있나?
All right, all right.
자, 이렇게 해서 이제 로드링에서의 문제를 마치고 다른 지역으로 갈 건데,
Bad dreams, huh?
생생해서.
Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
악마이군요. 용이었어.
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too. Other than dying young and the whole defeat the blight alone thing, no, I'm all tapped out for surprises. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
윈터 포지는 어제 그 정상 약간 임시 말고 정상적인 캠프에서만 나타납니다. 그리고 여기서는 안되고 리얼 캠프로 가면 이게 할 수 있다고 하네요. 왔다갔다 하면서. 운석 장착, 병사의 봉우리, 국왕의 신부. 이건 뭐야? 아, 보단과 샌달이 이게 아까 그 두어프들 아닌가? 얘들 같은데? 얘는 뭐야? 얘들?
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fennick at your service once again. I saw your camp and remember the kind offer that you made the last time we met. And is there anywhere safer for a poor merchant and his son to sleep? I think not. I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
뒤좋지 않나?
Following you? I'm not even certain where you're going, my friend. And quite frankly, it's none of my business.
Okay.
Trust me when I say that my encountering you here was serendipity and nothing more. I travel a lot, so I'm bound to meet everyone on the road eventually.
아닌 것 같은데.
If you prefer, I'll take my boy and be on my way. But regretfully, you're the safest spot on this road, without a doubt.
머물러 줬습니다.
Wonderful. Thank the gentleman, won't you, boy?
Thank you, sir.
We won't be able
Thank
to
you, sir.인데 왜 저걸 형이라고 해석을?
If you should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy.
마법 부여.
Otherwise, come speak with me.
마법 부여를 할 수 있고.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but He's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant.
왜 갑자기 반말이야?
I had no idea such a thing existed.
뭘 막는다고?
He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or
무기가
piece of
갑자기
art.
리륨.
Though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform. But my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
인챈트먼트라고 하네. 그러면은 파는 부분을 보고 싶습니다.
Certainly, I can do that for you. Just come with me.
또 우리가 팔만한 것도 있겠죠. 방궁. 이거 알리스한테 주는 거고. 서약의 소자 이것도 괜찮네. 그러면은 보니까 서약의 수호자가 가문의 검보다 서약의 수호자가 더 괜찮은 것 같다. 이거 쓰자. 이거 쓰고 알리스터 같은 게 회색 감시의 장검이죠. 얘한테 좀 아깝지만 우리 가문의 검을 줄게요. 스탠이 아까 보니까 활 같은 게 없어 보이는데 스탠한테 활도 주고. 릴리아나는 활 있고 단검이죠.
Enchantment?
아니. 일단 장검을 팝시다. 장검 팔고 나머지 팔 게 없네. 제가 듣기로는 여기서 이제 각종 그렇고 그런
What do you need?
뭐
Ask away.
이런 거 할 수
I
있다고
already
그러는데.
said I wouldn't. The answer is still no.
아 맞다, 느낌표.
You're a hard man to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy. Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader?
떨리네. 들어본 적이 없어.
He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
그래요? 무슨 약속?
As you know, my family's name is mud around noble circles.
죄송하지만 모르겠습니다.
Grandmother Sophia Dryden was the last warden commander of Ferelden.
증조면
known as freeloaders.
거의 한 300년 전 아니야?
And he took House Dryden's land and titles.
아, 300년에 박살당했고. 그건 좀 과격한 것 같은데.
And then some. Not much is known about that time. After King Arland died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one. And our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
상해였고. 지키던 게 놀랐네요.
Our family's only crime was guarding the kingdom against the blight. We're not ashamed of that.
그래서 부탁할 게 뭔데?
As for the truth, my family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldiers Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honor.
그 평소에 보고 이제 들어본 적이
No one's
없는데.
been to Soldiers Peak since Arland's days. At least none that's come back.
보도를
I
못했다고?
spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak. and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honor.
그렇군. 그 우리한테 무슨
Soldiers
도움인데?
Peak is strategic and symbolic importance.
상징적.
Duncan said that it would be worth it right there.
전략적도
He
있고.
also hoped to recover lost Warden history and perhaps a few old relics.
유물.
No one
유물은 좀
knows
탐이
what's
난다.
up there now.
왜 안 도왔어?
Darkspawn
덩컨이.
surfaced in southern Ferelden.
아, 어둠의 피조물이
Got
나타났고.
plenty busy recruiting new wardens and meeting with good King Cailan. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostagar. Said there might be useful things at the peak, but he never had the chance.
그러면 나한테 원하는
I
게
can pick my way through the tunnels at the base of Soldiers Peak, but the place, well, they say it's haunted, and it'll be dangerous for certain. Will you think on it at least?
알았어, 도와줄게.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
참, 마음이 좋아서 타이야. 소피아 드라이는 문서가 초대되었고요. 그렇군. 저거 나중에 따로 읽어보는 게 좋겠죠. 자, 그럼 또 호감도 작업을 한번 해봅시다.
What do you wish of me?
물어볼 게 있다.
If you must.
추적상에 본 적 있나?
You are very cute to ask so
아,
many
벌써부터 귀엽다고. 그렇게 생각하면 귀엽.
And I am glad you are so glad. My mother has been hunted from time to time, yes, by Templar fools like Alistair, which should tell you how successful they generally were.
알리스터 같은 멍청이들.
Flemeth made a bit of a game of it, in fact. The Templars would come again, and she would look at me and smile and say that the fun was to begin once more.
템플들이 불쌍한데?
They came with as much swagger and arrogance as they did self-righteousness. Pity them if you wish, for they held none for us.
아, 잠깐만.
Flemeth would
이건
warn them
성태그 장사인 것 같다.
once. 'Twas a warning they inevitably failed to heed. And then the true game began. Often Flemeth would use me as bait. A little girl to scream and run and lure the Templars deeper into the wilds and to their doom. It was a game and I a young girl. If I didn't get to play, I would have been very upset. Thankfully, the wilds is a vast place. Once they found us, Flemeth would simply move us elsewhere and we would be lost within the forest once again. I did not understand the danger we faced until I was much older. I had never heard of apostates or maleficarum.
말피카 나도 잘 모르겠다. 그러면은 뭐 이거하고 친해지려면 그들이 한 짓에는 대가를 받았다.
Perhaps they did. Still, I do not begrudge them doing what they believe is necessary.
아, 그래?
The Chantry sees any mages not leashed to the Circle of Magi as
아, 마법사 협회에 속박되지 않은 마법사가 이단 마법사고
maleficarum, evil mages that resort
혈마법에
to
의존하는 게 말레피카.
enslaved abominations. It may even be true. Still, those of us who prefer freedom see no reason to submit.
자유를 좋아하는 우리 여성의 복종할 이유를 이해하지 못하지. 전적으로 동의해.
Oh, I hope you are not simply being agreeable. It would be a refreshing change.
예.
Enough of this talk. Let us return to the task at hand.
뭐 이거 하고 사이가 좋아지는 거겠죠? 호감도 2. 대화도 계속 할 수 있나? 물어볼 게 있다.
If you must.
플레메스는 그녀가 보는 것도
Well,
정말
that
그녀냐.
depends, does it not? What does she seem to be?
늙은 여자. 좋아하는 건가?
Oh, she is certainly old. Have no mistake of that. Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of.
좋아하는 웃음이지. 그냥 웃는 거지. 알 수가 없어. 언니 안녕하세요. 제 신다가 겁쳐서 목청토 만들려고 예전에 엄마한테 대말하고 다니는 그 이야기. 난 그게 있는지도 몰랐다.
I see. That does explain much. I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire.
얘기해봐. 흥미롭게 들린다.
As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful, a fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her.
갈망이 대상이었다. 음료신들 부르는 노래가 들리면 그건 들어봤다.
The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the bard and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conabar, and that he swore vengeance for
아까
her
원래
infidelity.
결혼을 했는데
In truth, my mother
이건 엄마가
claims
딴
that it
사람하고 눈
was
맞았구나.
Osen who was her husband, and Conabar the jealous lord who looked
그래?
on from afar. Lord Conabar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife. And Osen.
병인데 방송하대요. 조선은 뭐야? 끝났겠다. 다시 한 남자한테 받았다고?
Life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. It was Flemeth who suggested the arrangement. All would have been well had Lord Conabar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge. That was not the point. Conabar had no honor, so she would not have him. Flemeth begged the spirits to aid her, and 'twas they who slew Conabar. The demon the legend tells of came later. Lord Conabar's allies chased Flemeth, you see, chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends
늪지대에서 악마를 만나서 가는 게
hero
깨졌구나.
Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies.
어떤 게?
The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac
전부
led a
거짓말이구나.
brutal civil war against his own
뭐 이건 말에
people,
의하면?
and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began.
자, 그러면은 너는 믿냐?
I do not believe everything that Flemeth claims. Oft it seems her bitterness has colored her memories. But on the whole, yes, I believe this tale, if not all.
그래? 그러면은 플레메스 어떻게 오래 사느냐?
The demon within her has transformed her into something else. An abomination, perhaps some would say. I know
Abomination.
not. I only know my mother is clever, and she is part of the wilds as it is part of her. But she is no immortal.
불멸은
She
아니다.
bleeds. A blade in her heart would kill her like any other, were it lucky enough to find her.
전서에선 플레메스가 딸이 많다던데.
You ask if I have sisters. I have asked of this myself. The stories tell of many witches of the wilds after all, not just the one. And these tales existed long before I did. Flemeth refuses to speak of other daughters, if they existed. So, should I believe I am her first? I doubt that too.
왜 그거 할까?
The Chastened tell of a falling out between Flemeth and her daughters. They say that one day she hunted them all through the wilds and ate their hearts. It may be true. I have never seen another witch or heard of one. Perhaps one day Flemeth will eat my heart as well.
타의 경우는 보통 광기의 공포물도 아니냐?
How often is this usually? Always? If not always, then when is it not true? There are more things in this world and the next than you or I could ever hope to understand. What Flemeth became is a mystery.
엄마는 의심하고 있네요.
I suspect even to her.
뭐 양녀니까 재밌었다.
Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless.
야, 얘 서로의 엄마가 궁금해하고 있다는 건 결혼 직전이죠 지금. 엄마 돌아가셨다.
Ah, then you have my sympathies for what it is worth. Which is very little, I am certain. It matters not. Let us move on.
그리고 호감도 5 증가했고. 자, 이러면은 알리스트하고는 호감도가 마이너스 5. 이건 하고 13. 스탠 나오고 릴리아나가 호감도 10. 좋았어. 연애 사업이 잘 되고 있네요. 알리스타 남자입니다. 이분 물어볼 게 있다. 말이 없네. 개인적인 얘기는 뭐야?
What do you wish of me?
개인적인 얘기는
We're
뭐지?
in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
너 왜 아직도 여기 있는 거야? 이거 얘기하면 왠지 헤어질 것 같다. 뭐 어디간하고는 얘기를 다 했고. 스탠 첫장에서 뭐하고 있으냐? 그게 문제가
No, it's a choice, not a necessity.
내 집에 데려갈 거냐?
I did. Bashera. Was there anything else?
전했던 말에 대해서 의논하고 싶은 게 있다.
Then I suggest we move on.
물어볼 게 있다.
I am hardly surprised.
왜 프레젠 하는가?
To answer a question.
질문이 뭔데?
The Arishok asked what is the blight by his curiosity.
아리쇼기 누구지? 아리쇼기 누구지?
The one who commands the
안탐의
the
지도자.
body of the Kunari.
그가 너의 왕인가?
Kunari have no kings.
왕 놓고 뭐가 있지?
Little patience for endless questions.
아 그래요. 그러면은 복을 해야 되는 거 아니야?
Yes.
언제?
Never.
응?
I cannot go home.
왜?
It doesn't matter now. Can we move on? We keep the darkspawn waiting.
딱딱하지? 이거 왜 이렇게 딱딱해?
As you wish.
호감도가 마이너스 3 하라. 남자하고 상관이 없죠. 남자하고 호감도가 떨어져도 딱히 아쉽거나 그러진 않습니다.
What do you need? Ask away.
회색 감시자.
Such as they are.
정말 없네요.
About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. What do you need? Ask away.
아몬 백작.
Did I say that? I meant that dogs raised me. Giant slobbering dogs from
개들?
Neanderthals. A whole pack of them, in fact.
프로메스에 대해서는
Well, if you're going to go and pay attention to the facts, then fine. Let's see, how do I explain this? I'm a bastard. And before you make any smart comments, I mean the fatherless kind. My mother was a serving girl in Redcliffe Castle who died when I was very young. Arleman wasn't my father, but he took me in anyhow and put a roof over my head. He was good to me, and he didn't have to be. I respect the man, and I don't blame him anymore for sending me off to the Chantry once I was old enough.
왜? 왜
Our
텐트요?
Lehman eventually married a young woman from Orlais, which caused all sorts of problems
젊은
between him and
여인.
the king because it was so soon after the war. But he loved her. Anyhow, then you, Arlessa, resented the rumors which pegged me as his bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Isle didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well.
자, 이 얼굴이
The
알라키님이 좋아하는
Arlessa made sure the
알리사의
castle wasn't a
얼굴.
home to me by that point. She despised me.
그러니까 사생아 소문 때문에 새로 온 새엄만 해야 되나? 그분이 얘를 수도원으로 보냈구나. 아예 저기 치고는 끔찍하지 않나?
She felt threatened by my presence. I can see that now. I can't say I blame her. She
아, 다
wanted the
말려요.
rumor
아,
true herself,
릴리아나.
I remember I had an amulet.
아, 알리스타에서 알라키님이 새로운 세계에 눈을 떴나 그렇게
The
생각했었는데
only thing I
아니구나.
had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away. I tore it off and threw it at the wall, and it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Isle came by the monastery a few times to
아,
see
그죠.
how I
이름
was,
헷갈리는 건
but
저도
I was
이해합니다. 저도 이름 기억이 잘 안 나요.
I hated it there.
특히 당한 문파한테는 끝까지 애들, 특히 남자 이름 기억이 안 나가지고.
And eventually,
문제는 그 남자 이름 묻는 게 질문으로 나오더라고. 굉장히 다양했죠. 백작이 그를 도와줄까?
I think so, yes. This news we've heard about him being sick disturbs me, though. I wonder if we won't discover that Loghain has come to the same conclusion as we have. Anyway, that's really all there is to the story.
이하고는 쓸데없이 또 호감도가 증가하네요. 알리스터. 백작의 아내 아솔드는 텐트 보내보내야 한다고 주장했더라.
What do you need? Ask away.
좀 더 되는 게 있을 겁니다. 텐트 시간에서 연인
Have you
생각을
seen
하느냐.
the uniform? It's not only stylish but
아,
well made. I'm a sucker for good.
아니, 명품 좋아하는 놈이었구나. 품질도 좋다. 되게 중형파인가
That's
보네.
just in public. In private, we have these yellow and purple tunics, right?
노랗고
Much
가갑이.
more comfortable, and you don't break the beds when you jump on them during a pillow fight.
아. 오케이, 그래서 진짜
You
이거는
don't really want to know about my being a Templar, do you? It's really quite boring.
얘기해봐, 나 시간 많아.
Poke, poke, poke. Tell me everything about your life, Alistair. All right, if you insist. It's not like we have anything better to do, right?
내가 좀 무수치고
The truth of the
굉장히
matter
좋아한다.
is that I did hate going to the monastery. The initiates from poor families thought I put on airs, while the noble ones called me a
아, 그
bastard.
중간에서
and
끼어가지고.
ignored me. I felt like Al Eamon had cast me off, unwanted, and I was determined to be bitter. But I took some solace in the training itself, I guess. I was actually quite good at it.
무슨 훈련?
The education, mostly, but also the discipline.
절제 훈련.
You need to have a disciplined mind in order to use the abilities we have. It was difficult, but rewarding. I never really felt at home anywhere, though, until I joined the Grey Wardens. And Duncan felt my Templar abilities might be useful for when we encountered Darkspawn magic, so I kept it up. What about you? Do you have anywhere you consider home?
저희 집이요. 야영지의 소형무지 집이지.
We won't always be traveling like this, you know. Once the war is over, once the Blight is... well, a time will come when we'll have to think about having a real home.
자, 얘는 또 우리 집이 파괴됐다고 얘기해줘야겠죠.
Far ways off. I suppose the Grey Wardens are gone for good. Either way.
희망찬 얘기를 하자. 제가 할 수 있을 거야.
I suppose you're right. We can create new Grey Wardens, but we'll never get back those we lost. I wonder if it would ever feel the same. Anyhow, now I've sidetracked us. We'd better get back to what we're supposed to be doing right now.
맞아요. 저 또 강아지 소리가. 알스 누군가. 제가 알기엔 이거 걔하고도 대화가 되나?
Oh, why you little?
Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
착하기도 하지.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me. I once heard a really old legend about how the Hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished.
걔한테 진나 산을 먹였다고?
Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh.
참고로 이게 사람 말 알아듣습니다.
Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
알겠어, 걔한테 그 말을. 안 먹게?
It's not cannibalism if he's eating it, you know.
저기가 물리지, 저기가. 저기가 물리는 겁니다.
Look at what your fool dog placed in my pack.
모형 가방에.
A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables.
좋은 뜻에서 그런 거지.
Dirty mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again.
야, 그거 소문한 거야.
I just did.
어디건 되게 냉정해.
I don't want it, you worthless fur bag.
얘는 똑똑한 애라고.
He is certainly manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
강아지가 밀어나는 게 재밌는 것 같은데. 스탠이다. 뭐 하는 거야? 잠자코 봅시다.
You are a true warrior and worthy of respect.
무슨 소리야? 저렇게 인정을 받는 건가? 땅을 파내고 있다. 일단 내버려둡시다. 따듬다. 뭐 할 말이 있나? 사둔다. 별거 없네요. 몇몇 건 재밌다. 그거 마지막으로 알라키니 고다는 릴리아나. 얘기를 나누고 싶어.
Well, here I am.
계시에 대해서.
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in.
그 다음에?
When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rosebush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single
죽은 장미나무에 꽃이 폈다.
It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
그것 때문에 도와주려고?
In my dream, I fell, or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world.
How can I sit by while the Black devours everything?
챈트리는 우리 떠났다며.
Still here. I hear him in the wind and the waves. I feel him in the sunlight that warms my skin. I know what the Chantry says about the Maker, and what should I believe? What I feel in my heart, or what others tell me?
네가 옳다는 걸 믿어.
Thank you. It's nice to find someone.
이렇게 해야 우리 호감
I know
녹아가겠죠.
what I know, and no one will ever make that untrue.
호감도 4. 얘는 호감도 많이 없네.
Yes.
얘기.
Well, here I am.
분연생활 됐나?
Quiet. It was a life suited for contemplation. In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. And in that stillness, I could hear the Maker. But it was not perfect. Some of my Chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose.
잘한 척을 했다. 어떻게?
When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools.
창조주는 기본적으로 모두를 사랑하지 않나? 그게 무슨 말을
What can
하냐?
I say to them? What they believe is what the Chantry says, and the Chantry is infallible, yes? Maybe I am wrong. But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men, not the Chantry. But there is work to be done, and I have talked enough for now.
얘는 굉장히 신앙이 자기 신앙이 확고한 것 같은데 이런 애들한테 잘못 찍히면
Well,
오히려 굉장히
here I
힘듭니다.
am. What is meant by someone like me?
안다고 매력적인 아가씨. 안다고 매력적인
And
아가씨.
there were no beautiful, charming women in the cloisters, you think? You would be wrong. There were many lovely young initiates in the Lothering cloister.
그런가?
All of them chaste and virtuous. It added to their mystique. Because then, they were forbidden. And forbidden fruit is the sweeter, no?
여기서 3번이 끌리는데 3번 하면 안 될 것 같아 왠지. 그러면서
You would abandon your Grey Warden duties to seduce an initiate into forgetting Chantry and Maker?
너도 괜찮을 수 있을 것
Oh, I
같다.
feel so special. Thank you for picking me last.
넌 무슨 사역을 했나?
Not I. I am only affirmed. The Chantry provides succor and safe harbor to all who seek it. I chose to stay and become affirmed.
그전에는
I was a traveling minstrel in
방랑신.
Orlais. Tales and songs were my life. I performed, and they rewarded me with applause and coin. And my skill in battle? Well, you pick up different skills when you travel, yes? Yes, of course.
금방은 좀
let's
닮은
move
것
on.
같은데. 뭔가 감추고 있는 게 있는 것 같은데. 많은 사연이 있다. 음료신을 사갖고 암살자 일정으로도 사갖고 그런 얘기를 아까 안 하던데.
Yes. Well,
또 할 게 있나?
here I am.
방랑신.
Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think.
너하면은 어둠의 피조물.
Chantry law says it is man's pride that created the Darkspawn. In ages past, the mages of the Tevinter Imperium ruled much of the world we know. In their pride, they thought their magics invincible and imagined that they were greater than the Maker himself. So thinking, they invaded his golden city, planning to take it for themselves and depose their own creator. But they were
미쳤구만.
impure and full of sin. And it is with the sin that they tainted the golden city, corrupting it forever. The Maker cursed them and cast them from his sight. Wherever they went, they spread the taint of their sin. Any land that was touched by the taint became blighted and would suffer no life. Instead, the Darkspawn arose to torment us and remind us of our hubris.
그럼 인간에게 내린 저주가 그 어둠의 피조물이 그렇게 되는 건가? 올레이가 뭐지?
Of course, Orlesians enjoy telling stories. I shall tell you my favorite tale of Aveline, the Knight of Orlais.
재밌겠네요.
A long time ago, a girl child was born to a farmer. He had hoped for a son, not a daughter, and so he told his wife to abandon the child in the woods. Before the cold could claim her, the baby was found by a tribe of Dalish elves who took pity on the poor mewling thing and raised her as their own. Aveline, for that is what they called her, grew strong and quick and clever under the guidance of the elves. She learned to wield the sword as well as any man, could kill a deer with an arrow at 100 paces, and was as graceful on the back of a horse as she was on foot. Aveline's Dalish guardians saw that she could easily best any Orlesian chevalier in battle, and wanted to show the cruel humans the child they had left to die. They bestowed upon her a fine horse and armor, and sent her to prove herself to her people in the Grand Tourney. Now in those days, no woman was allowed to take up arms, let alone compete in the Grand Tourney, but Aveline kept her helmet on and was not discovered.
그래서 우승했나?
Aveline won many events and gained the approval of the adoring crowd. Eventually, she came face to face with the knight Kaleva
마지막에 또 벗겨지는 거 아니야?
Aveline had already bested him in the joust, and Kaleva was determined not to lose a second time. Out of desperation to regain his honor, Kaleva tripped Aveline and tossed her to the ground, ripping off her helmet as he did so. Silence fell upon the arena as Aveline was revealed. Kaleva declared the previous competitions invalid. A woman had taken part, and this was not allowed. But the crowd cheered for Aveline. Kaleva was furious, for he had lost to a woman and was now being shamed. Blinded by his rage, he forced Aveline to her knees. "Know your place, woman," cried he, and slit her throat.
아, 네. 카드님, 이거 원래 롤플레이는 원래 대화가 깁니다. 그 해보긴 결말
The son of
기대했는데.
the king, Prince Freyan, was present. He
롤플레이
recognized
핵심이
Aveline's skill and
대화잖아요.
bravery and began to see the injustice done to the women in his
세계
land.
최고의 롤플레이하는 그 플레이스 토먼트 같은
He
경우는
rewrote the laws of Orlais
80만이
so
넘습니다.
that women could also become chevalier. He honored Aveline and knighted
80만
her
단어가
after her
넘는다고
death.
제가 알고 있어요.
And to this day, any female who is knighted
그거보다 더 많은 게
reveres Aveline the Brave, for she is the patron of all
그다?
women chevalier.
포하나요? 아니요. 그건 못 받았는데. 아, 연도 포하나 받으셨고. 아, 포하나를 무역 뿌렸었구나. 아, 그래요? 유플레이 안 더. 엄청 오래된 것 같다. 저 유플레이는 오컬트 빼고는 거의 뭐 여자 기사도 있어 뭘
Charles
대해서
Law
얘기해달라.
says it is man's pride that created the Darkspawn. In ages past, the mages of the Tevinder Imperium ruled much of the world we know. In their pride, they thought their magics invincible and imagined that they were greater than the Maker himself. So thinking, they invaded his
왜 이래?
for themselves and deposed their own creator. But they were impure
아, 상관없습니다. 저 어차피
and it is
전
with the sin that
제가 관심 없는
tainted the
건 뭐
golden
해도 좋고 안 해도
city,
좋고 그거기
corrupting
때문에
it forever. The Maker cursed them and cast them from his sight. Wherever they went,
상관없습니다. 어차피 케이크, 포하너 다 제 관심 받깁니다.
touched by the taint became blighted and would suffer no life. Instead, the Darkspawn arose to torment us and remind us of our hubris.
들어가 봅시다. 뭐 프리오더 이런 게 있는데? 아, 디스커버. 퀘이크는 그거 1인칭 그거 아니에요? 퀘이크는 진짜 관심이 없고, 포아너는 딱히 멀티플레이라 가지고. 아벨린에 대해서 들었고, 퍼레드는
told to me by my mother a long time ago. It always chilled me to the bone.
그러니까요, 슈터. 원래 그 1인칭 한 게 펄스는 슈팅이잖아요. 포아너 싱글, 네, 포아너 싱글 알긴 한데 짧다고 알고 있습니다. 대부분 멀티플레이 특화도 멀티플레이 하기 전에 하는 게 싱글이라고 말씀을 하시더라고요. 플레메스 이야기를 들어보지 않았나? 플레메스? 모연의 어머니가 플레메스인데?
Are you sure? Was she the Flemeth of legend? Flemeth, the devourer of men.
남자 탐식자.
Flemeth, mother of witches. Flemeth, demon touched.
그 얘기는 모연한테 그대로 해주면 모연이 화낼 것 같은데. 평범 할매처럼 보이는데.
Well, if Flemeth really exists, she would be very, very old indeed. Ferelden mothers scare their daughters with talk of Flemeth. They say that if you're bad, Flemeth will spirit you away and bind you to her forever. They also say that Flemeth mourns her lost beauty and will steal yours through your looking glass if she catches you.
이야기를 좀 다 해줘.
Flemeth's beauty was known throughout the land. She had hair like unto a moonless night, skin as pale as winter's first snow, and eyes as beautiful and perilous as the sea. When she came of age, she came to the attention of the Lord of Highever, Conobar, and he took her for his wife. Conobar soon learned that his young bride had the gift of magic. He kept this a secret, for he feared that she would be taken from him.
여기서 시인 오웬인가 하는 애가 나올 텐데.
And with his blessing, she practiced her art. And then one day,
그 오웬이 아니고
a
오센이구나.
poet named Osen came to the castle. Flemeth was captivated by Osen's voice, and he by her beauty, and they fell in love.
좀 길긴 하지만
Flemeth
빨리
longed to
가봅시다.
be with her true love.
도망쳤다 이건
They
똑같고.
lived there happily for many a year, till the day Flemeth received news that
습
Conobar was dying,
늪에서 행복하게
and
살고
longed to
있는데
see her
코노바가
face
죽어가고
one
있었구나.
last time. Flemeth's heart swelled with pity for the man who once was her
오센이
husband,
돌아가지고 간청
and
있고.
begged Osen to return to Conobar's side with her. But when Flemeth and Osen entered Highever, they were captured by Conobar's men, and Osen was slain in front of Flemeth's eyes. Flemeth was imprisoned in the highest tower of the castle, there to await Conobar's judgment on her. Distraught at the loss of her love, Flemeth plotted revenge against her husband.
탑 옥상 꼭대기에서 갑자기 악마를 소환하는군요.
Intending for it to wreak vengeance on Conobar. But a spell went awry. The demon possessed Flemeth. Turning her into an abomination, the halls of the castle ran red with blood as Flemeth slaughtered Conobar and all his men. The last of Flemeth's humanity melted away, and at dawn, she stole back to the wilds to plot and scheme for 100 years. They say she took to her side many chastened men, and with their help, begat her daughter witches, who even now prowl the dark places of the Kokari wilds.
이야기는 인간 쪽이 만든 이야기겠죠? 피조물 얘기했고 아벨린 얘기했고 다른 이야기 있나?
Which one?
데이셀프에
I
대해서.
have heard a little about how the elves gained their freedom from the Tevinter Imperium. When Andraste began her exalted march against the Imperium, the elves joined her cause to fight their masters. The great elven leader, Shatan, born in captivity, rose up to lead his people. He foresaw a future where the elves were free. Shartan was killed when Andraste was betrayed, but the elves continued to fight, eventually breaking free of the Imperium. The elves claimed the Dales in the south and settled there in a land of their own. The elves lived in the Dales for centuries. They resurrected the worship of the elven gods and allowed the building of no chantry. This angered the chantry, and the hostility between the two factions finally broke out in open war. The chantry says the elves struck first, but I do not know whether to believe it. The chantry declared a holy exalted march against the elves, named for Andraste's similar march against Tevinter. During the exalted march of the Dales, the elven cities were sacked, and the elven state completely dissolved. Some of the elves bitterly accepted their fates and surrendered to human rule, living in the human cities as second-class citizens. But others, still fiercely proud of their heritage, refused to bow to the humans, and instead became homeless wanderers. They were the elves of the Dales, the Dalish.
그럼 복종하는 엘프가 도시 엘프고 복종하지 않고 떠난 엘프가 이제 데일스 엘프. 엘프가 두 종류가 있네요.
Andraste was the Maker's chosen. The Maker had long since abandoned the world when the sound of her singing turned his ear. Beauty, grace, and wisdom enraptured him, and he offered to take her from this flawed world to become his divine bride. But Andraste had an earthly husband and would not forsake him. Instead, she beseeched the Maker to return his people once more. So earnest was her plea that the Maker was moved and promised that he would create a paradise on earth if all abandoned their false gods and turned once more to him. And this is why Andraste began her exalted march on the idolaters of the Tevinter Imperium. The Maker granted her his powers with which to smite her enemies. Andraste brought the Imperium to its knees, and her victories converted many to the worship of the Maker. Alas, it was the frailties of men that betrayed and killed Andraste. Her earthly husband, Maferath, a chieftain of the Alamari tribes himself, grew jealous as his wife's popularity and influence overshadowed his own. She was also revered as the Maker's betrothed, and Maferath began to see their own bond waning as Andraste became ever more devoted to the Maker. Out of envy and spite, Maferath made a pact with the Archon Hysarian of Tevinter, allowing his beloved Andraste to be ambushed and captured. Andraste was burned at the stake in Minrathous, the capital of Tevinter. I had thought on this too. Did he withdraw his sight from her at that moment? Where were all the powers he bestowed upon her? This question has come to me many times, and I have no answer. Perhaps there was no way for Andraste to return to the Maker but through her death. We will never know for sure.
오케이. 보감도 여기도 가볼까요? 파티는 일단 알리스타랑 저랑 겹치니까 스탠에 오디건이나 릴리아나 이렇게 데리고 가는 게 제일 안정적이지 않을까. 저 얘기 15분 듣고 오감도 올라갔으면 마을로 가지. 레드 크리프 마을 출처이길 켈런 헤드 호수 승착자 보낸 남자 경지 너빔. 아, 지금 노랗게 뜬 거는 제가 알기로는 뭐냐, 여기 프리미엄 콘텐츠 출처이길 보낸 남자 경지 영사의 분물이 그죠. 부자마 도움받아라, 레드 클리프 맥작, 데일스 엘프 협력, 마법사 옆에. 아, 요게 이제 프리미엄 컨텐츠가 아니라 메인 컨텐츠에 해당하는 모양이네. 다시 하자. 10이랑 이렇게. 그럼 우리가 가야 할 길은 이 마법사의 탑인데 여기는 못 가고, 제일 가까운 게 여기네요. 여기가 이제 데일 셀프 쪽이겠죠? 어? 뭐야? 이게 이런 게 있나? 인카운터가 있네? 빛에. 오, 깜짝이야. 누구 차례? 잘 싸우네요. 아, 됐나? 이제 이런 습격이 여러 번 있을 것 같은데.
Now's better than later.
돈 좋아. 대충 봐도 이쪽으로 가면 일이 잠깐 나올 것 같은데. 어디서? 거미는 못 주는 게 없는 것 같고. 이건 덫이구나.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
뭐라고? 다 챙겨. 뭔가 괜찮은 거 없나? 여기도 함정일 것 같은데. 테니. 놈인 거 보니까 얘가 제일 센 거보다. 많이 좋은 거 주겠지. 얘는 물약밖에 안 주네요. 아. 이제 다 챙겼습니까? 다 챙기네요. 어? 아, 그럼 여기가 아니고 여기로 가야 돼? 여기는 아, 그 야광거미가 거의 대빵 같은 그런 거구나. 여기 아니죠? 네.
Stop right there, outsider. The Dalish have camped in this spot.
판타지 세계의 주요 종족 엘프입니다. 이것이 너희가 인사하는 방법이냐?
This is no stop on a traveler's journey. We have neither an inn for you to rest in nor bread to share. I suggest you move on.
난 사실 너희들 찾고
I
있었다.
find that hard to believe. What business could we Dalish possibly have with a group like yours?
그야 그 유명한 그레이 워든이요. 설득.
Seeing as you are obviously no simple trespasser, I will leave it to the keeper to decide the importance of your business. In the camp, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself, and remember that our arrows are still trained on you. Follow me.
I see we have guests.
아, 얘가 대방이야.
Who are these strangers, Mithra?
엘프도 대머리가 있군요.
And less time to spend on outsiders today.
I understand, but this one claims to have important business with our people.
I see. Tell me, stranger, what business could you possibly have with us? We have our
네,
own
엘프입니다.
issues we must deal with, as you can see.
글들이 뭐죠? 하고 또 한번 물어봅시다.
Answer my question first. If I agree with you, I will indulge your curiosity at length.
저는 태조 판타지에도 보니까 알라기님 그쪽에 보니까 대머리 엘프 나오더라. 저는 대장에 대해서 얘기하려고.
A Grey Warden, then. I suspected as much.
바로 하네?
You might have simply said so to begin with. Masiranus Mithra, you may return to your post.
Manuvinen, keeper.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zathrian, the
Zathrian.
keeper of this clan, its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are?
나는 솔리.
Manners. From a Shemlin. Interesting.
예절?
What might be your mission here? Have you come to spread news of the Blight? I had already sensed the corruption spreading in the south. The existence of the Blight is not
아니 그냥 우리
news to
팀에
me.
이름 좀 보내달라.
I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not.
So their first reaction to trouble is to flee from it. Curious.
I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please.
제가 또 여기에 이 친구들의 뭔가 문제를 해결해주고 그 대가도 받아야겠죠. 이제 상태가 왜 이래? 아 맞다, 그 엘프들이 아프다고 했었어요.
As is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden, we are always wary of the dangers in the forest. But we did not expect the werewolves to be lying for us. They ambushed us. And though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped. But we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry. They are savage and unrelenting. They need no reason to attack anyone. What is curious, however, is the ambush. We expect werewolves to be no more cunning than a rabid wolf. The ambush suggests a level of intelligence we've never seen before. I doubt that. The very curse that is in their blood fills them with an unreasoning rage that precludes any true thought.
그러면 돌 방법이 있나?
The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself, and that
그 만만치 않은 일을 우리가 해야 된다는 거잖아. 늑대인간에 대해서 이야기하고.
No, but it is the one who made these werewolves come to be. Within the Brazilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse.
위험하니까 우리가
This task has
해라.
proven too dangerous for us. I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan.
아마도 저주를 풀 수 있을 거라고.
There is no guarantee that this will work, as I suspect. But it's the only hope we have left.
내가 가져왔는데도 못 푼다. 이러면 외부의 도움?
From whom? The children of the stone? The Shemlin? Do you truly think they have
하긴 뭐
time to
신경이
spare
없긴
for
해요.
us?
지금 대장 때문에. 그냥 뭐 줄래?
We would assist with the blight, of course, and you would have our gratitude.
되게. 태도는?
This attitude has been burned into our souls after long years of slavery and oppression. It is not personal, but very well. I will remind my people of the dangers
부지적인 보상해볼 걸.
on our behalf.
이해해요. 하지만 나는 가야 해요. 하면 어떻게 되지? 아 일단 찬다고 하자. 보상 따라고 할 걸.
It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck.
장비가 필요하다.
Then I suggest you see Master Verathorn. I will instruct him to put aside some supplies for you, the kind that the hunters use. Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily.
조질 성분을 어떻게 찾나?
Watch for the white wolves.
하얀 늑대.
They are his eyes and ears in the forest.
더만 해줘요.
There is not
하면.
much to say. It stemmed originally from Witherfang, but now any werewolf may infect someone with it. No. The ones from this forest, however, do.
물면?
It is
태어나
possible,
물면?
but not guaranteed. The only way to protect against the curse is not to be bitten.
야, 나는 탱크가 가지고 물리는 게 되게 잦은데.
You will know within a matter of days. You will begin
땀을
to
흘리고
sweat,
토하게 되고 난폭해지고
and
조절스럽게
most
된다.
tellingly, your temper will become wild and uncontrollable. If that happens to you, you should seek out Witherfang even more swiftly. Your mission at that point will be rather personal.
어떻게 시작했죠?
That is a
아까
long
봤죠?
tale I do not have time to tell. Ask Sayrel.
긴 이야기구나. 샤넬한테.
Go on then. I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
알겠습니다. 지역이 풀렸고요. 늑대인데 평범한 늑대가 아니다. 뭐야, 왜 안 돼?
What are you doing? You've warped the wood completely. Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Ferrothorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlin. This is living wood. It requires patience and delicate hands, not more heat.
My actions bring me sorrow, Master Ferrothorn.
And so they should. Truly the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start anew, and I shall speak to our guest.
상인 이야기보다 장인 느낌도 나는
Please forgive
상인이다.
my distraction, stranger. Is there something that you need?
만들지?
I'm the clan's craftsmaster.
엘프
It's
기술.
my response. In truth, we Dalish know little of the art compared to what we once did. There is wood that
그러니까 옛날 기술을 복원하는 그런 분이구나.
steel, but far lighter. It grows only in this forest.
유칼리 나무.
The keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect the wood. This means I cannot make our finest crafts for years to come.
내가
I
찾아준다면?
would be hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across ironbark, I suppose there would be no harm in gathering some. You
더
can only
모아와야
harvest the
되고.
bark which has fallen off the tree from age. If you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you.
어떤 하는 거
I
만드는데?
excel in making blades from the ironbark, or perhaps a breastplate, provided there's enough wood, that is.
알겠습니다.
That would
또
please
올게.
me, so long as our hunters come first.
장비 보급해줄
Yes,
수 있다고
yes, the
그러는데
keeper sent word that you might ask me for such. There is a large chest by the Araville, where I put everything we could spare. Feel free to sort through it, and I am no merchant, but...
팔만한 거는 지금 없네요. 그리고 이거는 아닌가? 아 이건가?
Anathara, Grey Warden. I thought a Shem would be uglier. You're not so ugly.
난 잘생겼지. 미스가 얘는 뭔데?
I trust there are no hard feelings about my questioning of you when you arrived. We Dalish must protect ourselves from trouble at all times.
정말 그렇게 많이
These
기겁혀?
days, very little to tell the truth, for we've established a fearsome reputation amongst the Shemlin. We must still be vigilant, however. Not that I would expect an
위험하다고
outsider to
평가하더구나.
understand, but there you have it. We do what we must. You might have just told me you were a Grey Warden and saved me the grief, though I suppose I can hardly blame your caution. But I wish you good fortune with your task. Dareth Shiral.
야, 우리가 지금 국왕한테 쫓기고 있기 때문에 그런 걸 함부로 말을 못한다고. 데일리 엘프라고 그래도 다 챙겨. 다 챙기고 뭐지?
I'll get on it.
아스라스.
Anderanetician, stranger. I am Athras. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their
뭐 가쿠제 나왔습니다. 이해합니다.
That is very generous of you. Most would assume we are unkind as a rule, and that is not the case. Especially not to a Grey Warden. But we have lost much, and it is easy to forget. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brazilian forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me.
그것에 대해 별로 만족스러운 가지
None of
않네.
us are happy about this situation. But I shouldn't speak too much about this, especially with an outsider. I am sure you have little interest in my problems.
제발 듣고
It's
싶어.
odd to talk so freely with a stranger, but
설마 무대에 넣어달라는 거 아니지?
my wife Denilah and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was in. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Denilah is dead, he will not let me see her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf.
아니야, 늑대
And that is being
인간이었구나.
kept from me, so I do not go chasing after her.
I would not allow any to keep me from my goal.
Going out there could cause another attack, and I wish no harm upon my clan.
This I understand. To hold the group over the individual is worthy. An unexpected trait in your kind.
If I could just know if Denilah is alive or what happened to her, then I could be at peace.
설득을 해볼까? 아니야, 찾아보자.
I have an amulet made by our craftsman. It's not much, but I would be happy to give it to you in return for any news.
오케이. 뭐 아이템을 줘야 하지 않나?
Is there any chance you
아니
have?
아직.
Very well.
거짓말을 할 수 있구나. 그래도 아직은 거짓말 하기가 조금 느껴지니까. 뭐야 이거? 사냥의 여신, 저거는 문명의 수호자.
Anderanetician, Grey Warden. My name is Lanaya. I am
얘는 그나마
Zathrian's
문신이
first,
좀 낫네요.
what you might call an apprentice, perhaps. I've been studying under the Keeper all my life. I am a bit curious of the outside world. Do you mind if I ask you a question or two?
원한다면?
I hear the human cities are very large. Thousands upon thousands of souls all packed together in their houses. Is that true?
Yes.
How very loud that must be with everyone talking all at once. I try to imagine those of our people living in such a place, surrounded by walls of stone and indifference.
아, 도시엘프 얘기하는구나.
Is a difficult thought.
그건 익숙합니다.
Being accustomed to pain and suffering does not make it any less tragic. It is said that one day we will have a land of our own. We Dalish gather the ancient wisdom in preparation for this. When that day comes, all elves, even those who have forgotten, will reclaim their former glory. I have a question, if it's not too impolite to ask. Do your people regret what they
그냥
did
내가
to
종족의 대표가 아닌데 나한테 그런 걸. 의식하지 않는다라고 하면 몇 명은 후회를 합시다.
I see. That is difficult for our people to accept. Even if only some were in favor of what was done to us, the rest did nothing to stop it. A poet once wrote of them, before the fall of the Dales. Like dragons they fly, glory upon wings. Like dragons, they savage, fearsome, pretty things. But you don't need me to quote poetry to you. Forgive me. Perhaps you have some questions of your own.
자스틴에 대해서.
Nothing that you could not ask Zathrian himself. He is the keeper of this clan and has been for a very long time. He is also a very good man who has lost much. The Dalish are everything to him, and he would do anything to protect them.
뭘 잊었습니까?
I really shouldn't talk about that. That's something you should ask him about yourself.
무달게 생겼네요.
A keeper is, first and foremost, the leader of the clan. He decides where we go and when we shall move. He's also responsible for knowing the clan's ancient lore and passing it on to the others in the clan. Without a keeper, the clan's knowledge is lost forever, so the clan protects him like no other.
이게 적대적이냐?
They have reason. Since the days of Arlathan, my people have been either subjugated or homeless.
알산.
It was our ancestral home long ago when the humans first came to these lands. We did not know how to deal with the humans, and in the end, they turned their power against us and destroyed our Lathan. Our ancestors were enslaved and our culture lost forever.
그러면은 아직도 존재하나?
Not to my knowledge. According to the old tales, the human mages sank our Lathan into the ground, crushing it beneath the rock. The Tevinter Imperium was a force to be reckoned with. It was ruled by mages with powerful blood magic. Though our Lathan fought, they lost. They died, but not of an aged body as other races do. Not until the humans came. According to the legends, association with humans caused us to quicken. Our blood sped, and we began to age. So we avoided them naturally. And then we were enslaved by them for 1,000 years. And in so doing, we all were quickened permanently and our immortality destroyed. Or so the old tales say.
아, 인간하고 접촉하면서 불멸성이 사라졌네요. 대체할 수 있는 거
In
아니야?
time and with seclusion, we Dalish have lengthy lifespans, and they will get longer. Zathrian himself has lived many centuries, though that is unusual even for us. Yes, after a millennium of slavery, Andraste herself freed our people. She who was your maker's chosen. We worship the creators, as we always have. We give thanks to Andraste for her part in our freedom, but we do not worship her.
인간의 창조주와 엘프의 창조주가 다른 거야?
One wonders why we weren't more prepared when the humans conquered our second homeland. We will be more cautious if we ever have a third. That was our second homeland. Our first was the great city of Arlathan. The Dales came when they were freed from enslavement.
첫 번째가 알산, 두 번째가 데일스.
Journeyed hundreds and thousands of miles to the Dales.
데일스도 이제 멸망했고.
To start their lives anew. They called it the Long Walk. They reached the Dales and made it their own. And one day it was taken from us too. And you wonder why we are hostile.
내 적이 아닌데?
Aren't you? You're human. And to many of them, you represent the humiliations our people have suffered for generations. You may not have been personally responsible, but such feelings are not easily overruled by logic or fairness.
내가 상을 바꾸겠습니다.
Oh? That is easy to say when you are not a homeless wanderer of a broken people. It is all we can do to cling onto our past now. Perhaps this may change one day, but I believe the humans would have to take the first steps, if they are capable. It requires an individual to prove he is not the outsider we have come to expect. Your own task to help our clan is certainly a step in the right direction.
있나요? 당신에 대해서.
I'm hardly anyone special, I assure you. If I seem different from the rest of my clan, it's only because I was born amongst humans. I came to the Dalish at a very young age, but I've always retained my curiosity about the world I came from. My parents were servants to a human merchant whose caravans plied the southern routes. One day, bandits killed him, and my parents both. I was the only survivor, just a young girl, and the bandits took me. I was their servant for several years. It was. Though long years of reflection have allowed me to come to terms with it, to put them in perspective. I can only imagine what would have happened had the clan not saved me from them. I owe them my life for that, and more. The bandits killed a scout when the clan passed near their camp. When the clan discovered him, Zathrian came looking for his killers. He followed their tracks for almost a month, and when he finally caught up to us, he fell on the bandits like a terror. No one could stop him. I sat there and I watched him attack them in a blur, and I reveled in every blow. And he saw me. The fury in his eyes turned to pity. He took me back to the clan, and I've been here ever since.
가족은 뭐 다
It's possible
죽었었으니까.
I might have had some, maybe many. Zathrian offered to take me back, but I had no idea where I was from, and I wanted to stay with the man who rescued me. The clan is my family. Any others out there? It's best they believe that little girl died with her parents. For now, the clan is all I need. My old world could not have offered me all this, and the knowledge of a keeper as well. Perhaps one
그럼
day,
이분은
when I am
되게
keeper,
부족해
I might
충성적이겠다.
inquire out of curiosity. I'm not sure what lies down that road except pain, however.
그건
I am not
모르겠습니다.
a keeper. I am Zathrian's first. Though because I was not born into the clan, becoming his first was very difficult. We Dalish have old traditions. The clans come from the ranks of the nobility that once ruled the Dales, you see. The keepers of those old clans have the strongest and purest blood that reaches back to the days of Arlathan. I had to
왜
compete
이름이 안
against the
나와요,
other
얘?
candidates for first.
아, 나
To be
처음에
better
이름
than them in
봤었는데.
everything, simply because I was not of the old blood.
그 원망하진 않던.
No. Zathrian told me that time would take away their prejudices, and it did. They became used to me. The clan has placed great trust in me. One day, I will lead them and
아,
be the
얘가
one
미래의
who secures our
수호자구나.
future.
미래의 수호자면 안 꼬여질 것 같은데.
As you wish. Darth Shiro.
왜 마지막에 욕설이야? 이렇게 얘기를 길게 하고.
Have you another question?
이건 했고 이건 했고 이건 했나?
He's also without a keeper. The clan's knowledge is
알고도
lost
했구나.
forever.
당신에 대해서
I came to the Dalish at a very young age, but I've always retained my
없네요.
As you
아, 이렇게 길게 얘기를 하고 아무것도 없었습니다. 멋진 게임이야.
We few wanderers greet you, Shemlin. We understand you are venturing into the haunted forest to save our brethren.
뭐 돈을 좀 내야 한다고 생각하지 않나?
An entire group of our hunters went into the forest to
아,
do as you
얘는
intend.
아닌데?
They have not returned. Then you are very brave to adventure into such a place,
왜냐면
even
내가
knowing
그렇게
the
해야
danger that
너희가 날
awaits.
도와줄 것 같거든.
Your courage impresses us greatly.
대장을 상대한다.
Nothing will help us now. Least of all the meddling of an outsider.
묘하게
You are being
빈정이네.
most unkind, Sayril. Would you refuse our hunters' help simply because of the hand that offered it?
You shame me, Lethalan. I have allowed my bitterness to cloud my better
아, 얘는
judgment.
사냥꾼을 잃어서
Forgive
그렇구나.
me, Grey Warden. It is most difficult to forget the lessons the Shemlin have taught us. Perhaps I can yet make amends. Stay while I spin a tale for our children. And then I will tell you of the forest if you desire.
그래.
Come and join us then, all of you.
네, 이렇게 해서 또 대화의 시작인가요?
Now, what say we tell the story of the fall of...
엘프의 멸망.
Yes?
When we were slaves?
Yes. Long ago, our people were...
아, 이건 얘기잖아.
Because Andraste came...
Yes. Andraste, the Shemlin prophet.
그 안드라스테 덕분에
And when the rebellion
안드라스테가 이 땅을 약속해서 준 게 데일스죠.
homeland in the west. We began to rebuild. Perhaps you know what happened next, stranger.
데일스요?
Do you know what happened to the Dales?
전쟁 시작해보자.
We started the war.
The Shemlin wouldn't let us be.
Indeed. They resented that we would not worship their maker. And they resented our ways
인간과
because they
전통이
were so
다르다고.
different. The Shemlin nations grew cold towards the Dales. They called us blasphemers and tyrants and declared war upon us. A great crusade.
모든 인간이
And which is worse? Oh, I am certain we played a part in our downfall. We believed that the Shemlin would not revoke their prophet's gift so lightly. We were wrong. They took our lands, forcing us to abandon our gods and live...
You should have fought. You should have fought to the last of you. Better that than to submit.
Oh? Is it not the Kunari way to force others to submit? Surely that would not be your advice to my people. Were they attacked by the mighty Kunari?
That would be different. The Kunari would improve your people. The humans have improved nothing.
Perhaps. Even so, many of us did fight. But there were those of us who refused to abandon our ways. They emblazoned...
That's the Dalish.
Indeed, child.
Then we bring the old ways back to our people.
For we are the Dalish.
The walkers of the lonely path.
We are the Elvenar, and never again shall we submit.
And that is the tale of the Dales, stranger. Thank you for allowing us to tell it to you.
죽었다고 얘기하자.
Perhaps one day you will tell us a tale of your people. Now, as I said I would, I can tell you what I know of
네.
Our legends say that before the Shemlin came, the Brazilian forest was a place of our ancestors. The people of the Imperium came here and gave the forest its name. If they did, those elves were slain or enslaved. We know only the great many battles. These trees grow upon the graves of those who fell, Shemlin and elves both. So much death in one place.
장막을
The
갈라지겠다.
Shemlin know the beyond as the Fade, the place of dreams and spirits. When the veil is torn,
그러니까 여기가 너무
pass into our
사람이 많이 죽어서 그 연기하고 가까워진 곳이구나.
One great spirit possessed the wolf that became Witherfang, who passed its curse of rage onto men and created werewolves.
늑대는 맞나?
No one knows. When they would run off into the fire. One assumes the werewolves survive by passing their curse to their offspring.
늑대는 되게 많겠네.
They have had no new blood.
그
It
사냥꾼들은?
is said that one or two have turned already, though the Keeper denies it. They are killed out of mercy. I would rather die than become a ravening, soulless beast. Wouldn't you?
아직도
So
존재하겠죠.
Zathrian insists. Witherfang. Perhaps it cannot even be slain.
많은
The
영혼들이
forest
있겠지.
is said to be haunted. Spirits possess. Who can say what value? Even the barbarians who came to a... One last warning. Too many have become lost.
아이고 길었다. 이렇게 길게 얘기하니까 뭐가 또 생기네요. 알리스하고 뭐가 똑같은데? 안녕?
I am Kamen, a hunter apprentice.
아, 설마 따라가고 싶다 그런 거 아니겠지? 왜?
I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand.
시험해봐.
I suppose there's no harm.
Are all these Baz such cringing, ineffectual creatures?
그렇습니다.
I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true... I wanted to hunt in the forest, but we're forbidden to enter because of the attack.
개이나.
But the real problem is Gaina.
여자 문제군.
She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child.
아, 이렇게 서 있는 포즈가 굉장히 좀.
If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up.
아, 설마 얘를 데리고 가야 되나?
You think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do.
내가 가져.
No, I couldn't do that. I must kill the beast myself. It is my rite of passage to become a full hunter.
결혼하고 싶은 거 아니야?
So you would get a pelt for me? Why would you do that?
물론 적정 보상도 있으지.
I could reward you. I have a tome on. If nothing, you could sell it. It must be worth something in the human lands.
그래.
Then
비싸지 안 팔기만 해봐.
I will pray to Andr.
I must say, I thought the Dalish would be much harder to find. Do you think this clan let us find them?
릴리아나의 말에 대답하는 사람이 아무도 없네요. 다 얻었나? 바다에 되어 있고. 뭐지 이 똥강아지는?
All right, all right. Got it.
오케이. 개이나.
Andiran Atishan, outsider.
얘는 문신이 없다. 걔 나왔지.
Spoke to him? What did he say?
운이 좀 넣어가고 잘 거라고. 저거 하면 바로 찰 것 같은데.
Oh. I don't expect an outsider to understand our... He's been a hunter apprentice for over 2 years now.
3번 하면 내가 경치 못 봤잖아요.
Each time he's tried, something has gone wrong. Perhaps the creators do not wish us to bond. I cannot bond with an apprentice hunter, can I?
야, 사랑한다면 상관없잖아.
What if he never becomes a proper hunter? What will become of our
이렇게 하면
family?
가족을 안 줘도 성공을 하나? 네가 그를 사랑한다면?
Oh, you are right. I have made poor Kamen miserable. No wonder he cannot complete his hunt.
에이, 나의 새치여라.
Thank Kamen, I have been a fool.
Gaina? What do you mean? Have you changed your mind?
I have. The outsider has helped me to see that I was wrong. I have made you miserable.
여기 떡대가 큰 건 사냥꾼이어서 그렇지 않을까?
I don't care about that. I know you will pass your hunt in time and we will be happy. Us and our children.
우리가 우리 아이들.
Thank you, Gaina. You've made me a
벌써 아이가 생겼습니까?
I feel blessed by the gods today. We are both very grateful for the part you've played in bringing us together.
How marvelous you are. I am so happy.
This is so wonderful. Young love allowed to flourish.
Does anyone else feel the urge to vomit? No? It's just me?
Here, take the book.
Oh.
I hope it plays some part in your battle against the Darkspawn. It's the very least I can do.
책은 그냥 주네요. 릴리아나 호감도가 4 증가인데 뭐 이건 호감도 5 같겠습니다. 기술 획득. 기술 획득했다며. 이거야? 일로된 서다. 데이셀프 장화 같은 거는 릴리아나가 끼는 게 낫지 않을까? 그럼 어디 가니? 어디 간 피오도가 지금 방어도가 좀 떨어지긴 해도 이 나을 것 같은데. 저건 물건을 좀 팔고.
I don't want to know.
뭐야?
Who comes? Oh, I beg your pardon, stranger. I was so busy attending to the Hala.
예보가 영수식물에서 생각나네요. 누구냐?
My name is Alora. I am the master herder in charge of caring for the Hala. Not as exciting as being a Grey Warden, but the Hala are vital to us. They are the noble beasts that pull our Aravel. What humans call land ships. They are our companions and our
이제 탈 수도 있겠다.
I have seen your horses. The relationship is different, as is the purpose. We ride the Hala, but never with reins or a saddle. It is the Hala who decide where to lead us, and our privilege that they take our Aravel with them. In return, it's the herder's job to speak to the Hala and care for their needs. It's a bond of friendship, and not servitude. I fear she may have been bitten during the werewolf attack. I have tried speaking with her, but she is too agitated for me to understand. The curse would not affect her as it would us, but it would still be lethal. And it may prove contagious to the other Hala as well. I can find no wound on her, but if she's truly ill, then I will have to put her out of her misery, for her sake as well as that of the others.
내가 도울 수 있다면?
Do you have any skills that might help her?
If you do, I
그
would be
죽일 수
grateful.
있습니다. 생리원용 뭐야? 검사한 척 한다고 있네요. 해보자. 이거 문제 없어 보이는데?
And? What do you think?
거짓말 있네요. 할 말 많으니까.
Ah, it is as I thought then. Then there is no point in delaying the inevitable. Let us make an end to it. Lonely Hala, lost in the rain. See the lights, how they shine in the sky. Let them guide your way home. Dara Shiral, my dearest friend, farewell.
뿌는 우리가 가져가겠습니다.
It is customary for the herder to take the antlers of a fallen Hala. I give them to you, friend. Bring them to Master Verathorn and he will make you a gift from them.
어떤 종류?
A keepsake to remember our fallen by. Masiranus for the kindness you have
그래요.
shown today.
알겠습니다. 감사합니다. 그래, 할라 여기 많이 있으니까. 이거 가지고 누구한테 가라고? 여행. 네, 실리안 숲. 여기서 바리손. 뭐 이거 가지고 어디 가다 했었는데. 잠깐만, 저 안 가져갔나요? 다시. 오! 이거 저장을 안 했는데 게임이 또 다운됐습니다. 아, 이런 기분 아주 또 오랜만이야. 아, 진짜. 아, 게임 이 시점에서 다운이? 보자, 지금 2시입니까? 아, 이거 게임 다운된 김에 방송을 여기까지 하는 걸로 하죠. 방송을 여기까지 하는 걸로 하고, 저거 제가 다시 그 방송 끈 시간에 해가지고 복구시켜 놓을게요. 복구시켜 놓고, 그니까요. 진짜. 와, 내 말할 수도 안 될 줄 몰랐다. 아, 그러면은 저거는 제가 복구시키고, 오늘 전투 제도 해본 적도 없네. 제가 뭐 복구시켜 놓고 나중에 다시 내일이나 저녁에 방송 키도록 하겠습니다. 다음번 방송 때는 좀 더 전투가 많겠죠. 그때 전투를 보도록 합시다. 보도록 하고, 네, 여러분들 오늘 오랜만에 방송 켰는데 와서 봐주셔서 너무너무 감사합니다. 그러면 저도 뭐 아드웨님 하우스 플리프 하는 거 저랑 또 어떻게 다른지 한번 보고 싶으니까 아드웨님 쪽으로 네 가는 걸로 하죠. 지금 근데 잠시만 보자. 호스팅을 하려고 했는데 사람들 거의 없으니까 네, 여러분들 알아서 갈 수 있겠죠. 가실 분들 가시고 다른 거 보실 분들 다른 거 보시면 되겠어요. 아무튼 늦은 시간까지 방송 시청 감사합니다. 시청 감사합니다. 그러면 젠장. 다운되고 나니까 갑자기 확 다운된다. 토요일 저녁 늦은 시간 즐거운 시간 보내시길 바랍니다. 여기까지 솔리였습니다.